Yeah. This ain't Almies. This is Sammy. Get your weight up! Put your weight up! Woo. Friday can't hit her, but they walk to it like a boss. Keys on his mind. Victor in the still. Wait up! Yeah. Get your weight up! Gotcha! Put your weight on it Friday. Cross on his back, but he ain't back down. Put your weight on it Friday. Crown of thorns, but they still wear the crown. Marking of a cavalry, heavy but steady. Mind of a king, hands already ready. Never thought he won, but it ain't quite. He came for the keys on a Friday night. Get your weight up. Dirty south wind blowing through Jerusalem. Bramble in his walk, ain't no fear consuming him. Them are talking loud, but the lamb ain't listening. Already saw the end, resurrection, visioning. Carrying wood like his light was. Every stripe on his back, made the night hurt, but he ain't full, ain't break. Every step was a kingdom earthquake. They thought the nails were silence and thought Bray would define, but he's stepping like a general, already out-designed him. Not a Christ spoken, tunnel vision, never hopeless. He ain't dying for attention, he collecting what was stolen. They don't see the bigger picture. They don't know what's at stake. Friday looking like defeat, but Sunday finish shade. Put your weight on it Friday. Cross on his back, but he ain't back down. Put your weight on it Friday. Crown of thorns, but he still wear the crown. Marching up cavalry, heavy but steady. Mind of a king, hands already ready. They thought he won, but it ain't right. He came for the key that Friday night. Get your weight up. Hell going parties, demons celebrating. Beating new the sun, was infiltrating. Walking in the darkness like he on the block. Keys to death and hell, yeah, he came doing life straight soldier. Silent flex, bloodline holder. Divine connect, he ain't loud, but the power loud. Whole earth shook when he bowed. Tone sealed up, stone rolled tight, but the line was resting for a fight. 3 days beat, then the ground cranked. Power stepped out, kingdom intact. Now the keys hanging on his waistline. Victory stamped in the timeline. If you riding with that high side, you better level up your grind. Wait up, wait up, wait up. He came for the keys, keys. They thought it was over, but it was. Calvary climb, but it still stand tall. Put your weight on it Friday. Hell had a grip, but it lost it all. Marching up steady, mission already. Mind of a king, on his strong ready. Brave pride to close down the line, but he ain't that play on a Friday night. Put your weight on it Friday. Put your weight on it Friday. Friday. Put your weight on it Friday.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Put your weight on it Friday. We in the building, baby.
Now that's what I call an introduction.
We in the building. You hear me? We in the building, baby.
That's what
Yes,
I call an
sir.
introduction.
Put your weight on it
We
Friday. Put your weight on it Friday. We in the building. All praises to Yahweh. All praises to the Most High God, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. It's your brother Stephen Israel. We in the building. Welcome to Put Your Weight on It Friday. What's up, KG?
Hey, I feel so good. I'm gonna be on the camera tonight. Oh,
That's
praise
what I'm talking about.
I'll
That's
turn the
what I'm
camera
talking about,
on. Oh, praise it, man. Man, let's
man,
talk
all
about that. Let's talk about that intro for a second, man.
praise.
Brothers and sisters, Brother Jedediah strikes again.
Man, he strikes again on
He
it, bro.
strikes again. Oh,
Man,
praise
this
it,
brother
man.
is fire, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, that was beautiful.
He's fire. Well, man, hey, it's Friday,
Mm-hmm.
and it's time to put your weight on it. So welcome to Put Your Weight on It Fridays. We are not a hate group. We don't hate anyone because of their race, their religion, or their gender. We are a Bible-based group, and we teach from the 1611 King James Version Bible, including the Apocrypha. So, family, get your pen, get your pencil, get your notepad, get you something to write on. But more than anything, get your sword out. Get your sword out. Let's get ready to break the bread of life.
That's right.
I'm so excited to be before the people tonight. I'm so excited about the word of the Most High God, Hebrew. I'm excited about the intro. I'm excited about all the new things that the Most High is doing in the ministry. Man, it's a beautiful thing to be a servant of the Most High God, Hebrew.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
His blessings are everlasting. They are continuous. They are forever expounding and expanding his love and his long suffering and his grace, his mercy is so beautiful. I'm so glad to be here. I'm so thankful to my mother and my father, my grandparents, my great grandparents, they for birthing me in this body. And this black Israelite skin.
Hey, that melanin. That
Man,
melanin.
what?
Oh, praise, man.
But man, it's beautiful, bro. Man, welcome to the new Put Your Weight on It Friday class, Hebrew.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, I'm glad to be here. Hey, Sister Veronica. Yeah, I had to pop out the bush for that one.
Man, pop out, man. Pop
that
out.
video brought me out the bush this time. See, I'm normally behind the avatar, but I had to pop out tonight.
hey, it's more personable when you're on the screen, man. It just adds something to the lesson. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But what we're gonna do tonight, we're gonna pick up where we left off last week, with the Rome lesson, the Iron Kingdom. We where we at in history, Hebrew, we are nearly 3 centuries. Nearly 3 centuries. Rome has treated Christianity has treated, or should I say, Israelites, or the truth has treated us like we were the enemy, like we were a threat.
Right.
It was illegal to be an Israelite or a follower of Christ. It was, we were hunted. People mocked us. We were punished for being followers of Christ. Believers in Christ and the followers of Christ, we were executed publicly. They blamed us for every disaster that happened, refusing to follow and worship the demonic leadership of Rome. We were punished for that, and we were considered enemies of the Roman Empire. But even though all of this happened by 380 AD, Christianity became the official religion of the very empire that once wanted to shut it down. The shift that happened, we got to understand that. It demands an explanation. So tonight I'm asking the question, why did the same people that persecuted the followers of Christ turn around and start calling themselves Christians? Did Rome invent Christianity? And we all know the answer to that question is no. How did the empire that crucified Christ eventually oversee the entire doctrine of Christianity? These are questions that we got to ask ourselves. Because something dramatic happened between 30 AD, when the crucifixion happened, from 70 AD, when the temple was destroyed, 135 AD, when Judea was renamed, 313 AD, Christianity, or being an Israelite, somehow became the new doctrine. Everybody became so-called Christians. But before the followers of Christ, in the last lesson we did, they were being persecuted. They were being murdered. They murdered the Messiah.
That's right.
So all of these things happen. All of these things happen. So that's what we're gonna deal with tonight, Hebrew. We're gonna deal with the shift. We're gonna deal with how did the empire that crucified Christ eventually but oversee what we call the Christian doctrine. Because all of these things happen. Oh yeah. In 325 AD, the Council of Nicaea. And then in 380 AD, Christianity becomes a state religion. And don't get this misconstrued. This is not a theory or conspiracy theory. This is recorded history, because Brother Mikael have done lessons on it. Brother KG have done lessons on it.
That's
Brother
right.
Eliyahu getting ready to do a lesson on it. And we bringing out nothing but history and Bible and historical facts. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So this is recorded history. This is not us speaking out of emotion or us with a Israelite doctrine. This is true history.
Things
The
that you
power.
can look up.
Go ahead, bro.
No, I was just gonna say this is things that you can look up.
That's right. That's right. So Rome did not collapse after persecuting Christians. Rome adapted. It lasted for a long time. And scripture told us that the Roman Empire evolved. So as we start this lesson tonight, the first scripture that we're going to start with tonight is John chapter 19, Hebrew, and we're going to read verse 15 and 16.
All right.
I appreciate you on the ones and twos, Brother Mikael.
John 19. Almost there, bro. You said you want 16 and 17?
15 and 16.
15 and 16, got you. All right. John chapter 19 and verse 15. But they cried out, "Away with him! Away with him! Crucify him!" Pilate saith unto them, "Shall I crucify your king?" The chief priests answered, "We have no king but Caesar."
We have no king but who?
but Caesar.
We have no king but Caesar. Go ahead, Hebrew.
Verse 16. Then delivered he him therefore unto them to be crucified. And they took Jesus and led him away.
All praises. So we see right here in verse 15, it says, but they cried, away with him, crucify him. Pilate said unto them, shall I crucify your king? The chief priest answered, we have no king but Caesar. Now, in the last lesson, and even in KG lesson on Tuesday night, we saw that Pilate was given the title as the king. Who was that? Herod that was given the title King of the Jews?
That's right, Herod.
Yeah, Herod was given the title the King of the Jews. So we know that they mocking him right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they say, the King of the Jews? We have no king but Caesar. Then delivered he him, therefore, unto them to be crucified, and they took Yeshua and led him away. So we see right here that it was the Romans. The Romans are the ones that performed this crucifixion.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did the Israelites give the green light for it? The Pharisees and the Sadducees? Oh, yeah, they gave the green light. But the Romans were the ones who performed the crucifixion. Hebrew, go to Daniel chapter 9. We're going to precept that, and I'm going to prove that out. Go to Daniel chapter 9 and verse 26.
All right. I got some commentary that I can put behind that once you bring out this Daniel 9.
Okay.
Daniel 9, verse 6.
26.
26. All right.
Hey, read 26 and 27.
All right. Daniel chapter 9 and verse 26. And after 62 weeks shall Messiah be cut off, but not for himself. And the people of the prince that shall come shall destroy the city and the sanctuary. And the end thereof shall be with a flood. And unto the end of war, desolations are determined.
Stop right there.
All right.
Hey, I tell you what, Hebrew, bag up to 25.
25.
Start at 25.
All right. Daniel chapter 9 and verse 25. Know therefore and understand that from the going forth of the commandment to restore and to build Jerusalem unto the Messiah, the prince shall be 7 weeks and 62 weeks. The street shall be built again, and the wall, even in troublous times. And after 62 weeks shall Messiah be cut off, but not for himself. And the people of the prince that shall come shall destroy the city and the sanctuary. And the end thereof shall be with a flood. And unto the end of the war desolations are determined. And he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week. And in the midst of the week he shall cause the sacrifice and the oblation to cease. And for the overspreading of abominations he shall make it desolate, even until the consummation, and that determined shall be poured upon the desolate.
Okay, all praises. I want to go to that verse 26 right there, and I want to pull this word in the blue letter.
Mm-hmm.
This word flood.
All right.
In the blue letter, this word flood, I'm fixing to show y'all something. It says with a flood. In the blue letter, it says effusion, outpouring of rain, of a torrent, an outpouring, rent like a rapid torrent in anger. His end cometh as a flood suddenly, overflowing army. Hold on 1 second. Flood, a deluge, flood, outrageous overpouring, flood, downpour. Um, a lot of times in scripture, when you see this word flood right here,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of time it's dealing with doctrine. That word flood is dealing with doctrine. Um, and in this instance, it's speaking of a literal flood, and also it's speaking of a doctrine. It's going to be a flood of other doctrines.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that's talking about in that verse 26. And then it says, and he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week. And in the midst of the week, he shall cause the sacrifice and the oblations to cease. That's talking about Christ. Because when he was crucified, he caused the sacrifices to cease because he was the ultimate sacrifice. It says, and for the overspreading of abominations, he shall make it desolate, even until the consummation, and that determined shall be poured upon the desolate. There go that word pouring again.
Mm-hmm.
It's dealing with the spirit of the Most High God. This is what this talking about. Dealing with the spirit of the Most High. The spirit of the Most High was going to be poured out on the Israelites. It was going to be poured out on the believers. Okay, Hebrew. What you have on that? Would you say you had some
I
commentary?
just wanted to I wanted to bring up a valid point about a statement that you had made about um the Romans. How do we know that the Romans were the ones that actually crucified Christ? We know this because before the Romans got there, there were no types of crucifixions happening beforehand. So this was a Roman execution. This is a Roman execution style.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
That's
So
right.
we once you understand that, you also understand it kind of it ties everything together like we said it would tie everything together because we know that the Pharisees and the Sadducees and the Herodians, they were all dedicated to Rome because that's who gave them their power. So when it came time for the crucifixion, even though they gave the green light, he still got a Roman crucifixion because those types of execution styles were not common in that area before Rome got there.
Yeah, because see, the Romans were masters of torture.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times when they would put you on that cross or on that tree, as the scriptures call it,
Mm-hmm.
they wouldn't put you all the way to death. They would
Nope.
leave you out there for the fowls of the air to come and eat your eyes out and eat your tongue out. You know what I'm saying? And let the sun just bake you.
Actually, to add on to what you're saying, in the Antiquities of the Jews, Flavius Josephus is actually I believe he's running like an errand of some type of nature, and
Mm-hmm.
because he was a slave to Rome, it's just he was a valuable slave. He was able to translate, he was able to interpret for those who didn't know the Hebrew language. But in the midst of him doing one of his duties that day, he ran into some people that he was familiar with, and he begged the person that he was enslaved to put them down, let them go. Now, some of them were still alive and just up there being suffering. Others were just dead, and it was exactly the description in which you gave is exactly how he explains it.
You good? Go ahead, Hebrew. Go ahead. Lock it out.
Uh, nah, that's all I had for it. Let's see what
Okay.
sister. All right, sister Veronica said right. The crucifixion styles of the Romans were morbid. Yeah, they were very violent, and like and if you didn't die, they would just you. Some people died from just sitting up there dehydrating. Some people died because the fowls would come and eat them. Some people would die because just your bones are being broken in the process. You die from the excruciating pain. So it was a lot of different ways that this happened. Well, as far as like the actual death, there were some people that died instantly, um, but others suffered for long periods of time. The only reason that they let Christ, um, they took Christ down is because it was of the time of the feast. If it wouldn't have been for that, then he actually would have. That's right. That's right, Sister Tanner. Suffocation as well, because certain bones would, like ribs would be broken, lungs would be punctured from different things, far as being nailed up there, or the exhaustion from holding yourself up there. But if it wasn't for the feast, they would have let Christ stay up there longer than what he did. Shalom, brother Cortez.
Can you see the screen, Hebrew? Can y'all see that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you read that, Hebrew?
Let's see.
Start right there in the middle, right there, where it says tortures used by ancient Romans.
All right, can you blow it up just a little bit?
I can read it. I got it right here, bro.
Go ahead.
It says the Romans, like the Greeks, we talked about that, how they patterned themselves after the Greeks.
Right.
It says the Romans, like the Greeks, used torture during interrogations. Until the 2nd century CE, torture was used only on slaves with a few exceptions. After that period, torture also affected the lower classes, according to Roman law. The testimony of a slave was considered true only under torture. You hear that, bro?
That's crazy. That is downright crazy.
It was believed that they could not be trusted and had to be deliberately tortured. It is worth nothing that, according to many scholars, torture was an everyday matter for ancient civilizations and was officially included in the legal system of states.
You know what this also tells me though, Steph Salaki. The key words that they use in this slave and lower class.
And that's what
So
they considered us.
exactly. So what does that say? What does that say about the other two that were crucified with Christ? They were either slaves to the state or considered lower class, or a combination of both. Because we know both of them were thieves.
That's right. And we also know that Christ told one of them, today you will be with me in paradise.
That's right.
So what nation was those people?
Aha.
Okay, check this out. Crucifixion was a form of capital punishment used in ancient times by the Persians, the Romans, Phoenicians, Carthaginians, among others, as a form of shameful execution of slaves. See, it was also used to shame you. That's the reason why they beat him and put the crown of thorns on his head and put the purple robe on him and then put the sign around his neck that said King of the Jews. This was a shaming ritual. It says, and other people who were not full citizens, only a citizen of low status could be sentenced to such a death. In the case of a serious crime, such as treason against one's own country, the condemned person was then tied or nailed to a large wooden cross and left there until he died. It was an extremely long and painful death.
Lucky, go. Can you start back at the top of that paragraph that you just read? If you don't mind.
Crucifixion was a form of capital punishment used in ancient times by the Persians, Romans, Phoenicians, and Carthaginians, among others, as a form of shameful execution of slaves, rebels, and other people who were not full citizens. only a citizen of lower state could be sentenced to such a death. In the case of a serious crime such as treason against one's own country.
Stop right there. That reiterates what we just said, which also goes back into all the lessons that we have taught this week. There were, before we got into the truth, we were quick to believe that everybody was together. Everybody was within the same regions, and rightfully so they were. But the thing about it is that even if they were, depending on who you were or where you was from, dictated what kind of punishment you got. It dictated how you were treated. So this only puts emphasis on the fact that there was a type of segregation in the midst of that. Not only just in your everyday social life, but also when it came time for you to have to get punished.
Mm-hmm. That's right, bro. That's right. Cortez, you got anything?
Shalom, shalom. Hey, wouldn't that be considered as kind of like what they have going on in today's term as the humiliation rituals that they do? I mean, because these are the same people. They just been repackaged and rebranded and renamed.
Hey,
How they
that's
like to
a
shame
good
our
point.
people. How they tried to shame Hamashiach.
Yep. That's a good point, Hebrew.
I mean, just think about it.
Yep.
Yep.
All praise to the Most High. I'm so glad I got my computer because that right then, that would have knocked me off the lesson. Hallelujah! All praises to the Most High.
Praise.
Hebrew, go to Acts chapter 4 and read me 24 through 27.
You said Acts 4 and 27.
23 through 27.
All right. And let me put this back up on the screen real quick because I appreciate Project M to the X Project saying this because that's actually correct. The Romans did just perfect it. They didn't invent it. But like we were saying earlier, this was not a notice when we listed the people that actually did do it, and I'm having to correct myself on what I said because I said that they were kind of the inventors of it, but that's
No,
actually
I didn't hear you say they invented it. I didn't hear you say that.
I thought I might have, but with
No,
that
I don't
still
think you
being
said that.
okay, but with that still being said though, it still shows that it was not a Israelite custom to execute people this way.
That's right, bro. That's right. Well, we just read the history. You know what I'm saying? Like these people, we you know what? We might have did say they invented it, but if we did, we probably misspoke. But who did invent it? MC to the X Project.
Now that'll actually be that's a good question right there. Who actually was the first to even think of that?
Right. I guarantee you one thing. I bet you it was an Edomite.
Yeah, more than likely so. More than likely so.
But yeah, let's go to that Acts, Hebrew.
All right, Acts 4, chapter 20, Acts 4, verse 23.
Yeah, start at 23.
All right, and being let go, they went to their own company and reported all that the chief priests and elders had said unto them. And when they heard that, they lifted up their voice to God with one accord and said, Lord, thou art God, which has made heaven and earth and the sea, and all that Salaki, and all that in them is, whom by the mouth of thy servant David has said, why did the heathen rage and the people imagine vain things? The kings of the earth stood up, and the rulers were gathered together against the Lord and against his Christ.
So we see that these are the same people. These are the same people that raised up against the Messiah. Okay. the Persians invented crucifixion. Okay, all praise to the Most High. Good looking out, Hebrew.
Crazy.
Now Hebrew.
Mhm.
Let's precept it with Isaiah 53 and verse 8.
All right, Isaiah 53 and verse 8. Let me get that. There we go. Almost there, bro.
All right.
Isaiah chapter 53 and verse 8. He was taken from prison and from judgment. And who shall declare his generation? For he was cut off, he was cut off out of the land of the living. For the transgressions of my people was he stricken.
So we see that he was taken from judgment hall to judgment hall. He was beaten, not because of something that he did, Hebrew,
Mm-hmm.
but because of our sins,
That's right.
because of our filthiness. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The Roman state became the instrument of the death of Christ. They were the instrument that was used by the Most High, because this was all done with his permission, because nothing that's ever been done hasn't been done without the permission of the Most High.
That's right.
So at the permission of the Most High, Rome was used as an instrument to crucify our Messiah so that he could be raised up for the sins of the house of Israel. Go to John 18 and verse 36, Hebrew.
All right, 18:36. John chapter 18 and verse 36. Jesus answered, my kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, then would my servants fight, that I should not be delivered to the Jews. But now is my kingdom not from hence.
Read 37 with it.
Pilate therefore said unto him, art thou a king then? Jesus answered, thou sayest that I am a king. To this end was I born, and for this cause came I into the world, that I should bear witness unto the truth. Everyone that is of the truth heareth my voice.
So we see that Christ answered. He said, my kingdom is not of this world. He acknowledged that he was in the kingdom of Rome. He acknowledged, he gave them their props.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I know y'all running it right now, but my kingdom ain't of this world right here. My kingdom is to come.
That's right.
Hey, how we used to say it when somebody get the ups up on it, you got me.
Yeah, you got it.
Hey,
You got it.
hey, you got it.
You got it.
Hey, whatever you say I'm the king of the Jews, you got it.
Yeah, you're right about that,
Yeah,
bro.
it ain't nothing that I'm gonna be able to say that's gonna change your mind anyway. Y'all gonna do what you're gonna do. I'm not gonna beg you and squabble for my life. I'm not gonna give you that pleasure.
Right.
I'm the son of the Most High God. You gonna listen, it's already written. This is already written. It's gonna happen. I'm not squabbling. I'm not gonna give you the satisfaction of watching me beg. I'm not even gonna give you an answer. Because what did Pilate say? He said, we giving you the opportunity to speak. What do you say? It say Christ didn't say a mumbling word. I don't even owe y'all an explanation. Y'all, if I wanted to, I could dispatch angels right now and they'll murk all y'all. But I'm letting y'all do this. I'm allowing y'all to do this here.
That's
Because
right.
it gotta happen. So in this instance, Rome is representing the power of the world. This is worldly power that's being displayed here. That's why Christ acknowledged, I'm not of this world. because this is worldly power that's being put on display. It's just like right now, we in this captivity, bro. We ain't got no power.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we can get up and go to the refrigerator if we want to. You know, we might can get up and go patronize their stores and give them our hard-earned money. We might have a nice car sitting out in the yard. We can go crank it up whenever we get ready. But guess what? When the pandemic hit, you couldn't do it. They wouldn't even let you drive that $60,000 to $70,000 car up and down the road. If you did, you were going to jail. You drove when they told you it was okay to drive because we still in captivity. We still in bondage. That's right. That's right, Auntie. We still in bondage. And that's why the scriptures tell us to walk by faith and not by sight. It tells us that we got to live by the Spirit. Because if you live according to this world and you allow yourself to get caught up in worldly things, man, you will be depressed all the time. You will never have a peace of mind. Worried about what the power that these folks got over you. There ain't nothing you can do about it. And Christ understood the same thing during his time. Y'all brothers got anything before we go to the next section?
No, go ahead, Hebrew.
Okay, so the next section that we'll be dealing with is 70 AD, when Rome's political dominance came into its fullness. You know what I'm saying? Because under Titus, because that's where we at in 70 AD. Now we're dealing with Titus. The temple is destroyed. Go to Luke 21 and 20, KG.
All right. Hey, my background, can you hear my background?
Yes, sir. Oh, no. I don't hear nothing in your background.
All right. Just making sure. Luke 21 and 20.
A little bit, but you good. Go ahead.
Okay. Luke chapter 21 and verse 20. And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is near. Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out, and let not them that are in the countries enter therein too. For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled.
Okay, so we understand that through history during 70 AD, our ancestors fled Jerusalem. A lot of them went down into Africa. A lot of them went to different parts of the world. But this is how our ancestors wound up in Africa and dealing with those Hamites that later on ended up selling our forefathers and mothers into slavery to the Arabs, to the Grecians, to the Romans, to the Amalekites. This how we wound up down in Africa and ended up here in captivity here in America and all the other places throughout the world that our people are in captivity today.
That's right.
Because of that prophecy in Luke 21 and verse 20 through 21. Go to Micah chapter 3 and verse 12, Hebrew.
All right. You said 2 and
1? Micah chapter 3 and verse 12.
Micah chapter 3 and verse 12. Therefore shall Zion for your sake be plowed as a field, and Jerusalem shall become heaps, and the mountain of the house as the high places of the forest.
See, this is all prophet. These are prophecies, Hebrew. Go to Deuteronomy 28 and read 49 through 52.
All right. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
Stop right there. And bring a nation against you from from far off, as swift as the eagle flieth. We know that the symbol of Germany is the eagle. The symbol of America is an eagle. Russia is an eagle. All of these different nations have the eagle as their symbol. That was the Most High giving us a sign that in the last days we would be able to understand who we are as a people.
Right.
Yeah. These nations that got this bird, these are the nations that took y'all into captivity. And that's the reason why they won't change it. The Most High won't let them change it. He made them keep it just like it is so that I can wake my people up. That's what this is for, Hebrew.
That's right.
That's what lessons like this is for. That's what these scriptures are for. That's why they got it on their flag. They got it on their money. They got it on their seal. The Most High forced them to keep it like that so that we could wake up in the last days. Did you finish that out, Hebrew?
No, sir. I think we got.
Finish it out.
Let's see where we at. 49. We didn't get through 49. I finished 49. As swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand, a nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young. And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle, and the fruit of thy land, until thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil, or the incense of thy kind, or flocks of thy sheep, until he have destroyed thee. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates, until thy high and fenced walls come down, wherein thou trustedest, thou throughout all thy land. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates, throughout all thy land, which the Lord thy God hath given thee.
All praise. Was that 52?
Yes, sir, that was 52.
Okay, read that 53 with it, Hebrew.
Verse 53. And thou shalt eat the fruit of and thou shalt eat the fruit of thine own body, the flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters, which the Lord thy God hath given thee in the siege, and in the straitness wherewith thine enemies shall distress thee.
So it got so bad, Hebrew, that our ancestors was eating their own children.
Mm-hmm.
That's bad, man.
And once again, this is the beauty of bringing stuff like this out, because if you read this scripture and you got curious enough about what this scripture just said, you could literally go to history, and history would tell you that this happened at this particular time.
Yep. So go ahead.
They have this written in history that this is some of the things that was done.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I said, it's a lot of this information be at the click of our thumb, and we're too busy looking at other things that don't even matter. But go ahead, bro.
And we know that this is during 70 AD, right? And at this time, Christianity is still illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's still illegal in 70 AD, which is the reason why they ransacking Jerusalem, because they are followers of Christ.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all, this lesson leading into the next lesson gonna make this right here make so much more sense, because these people of this time are the same people that we see today that is over there in our land. They lying. They've been lying. They not going to stop lying, because they are of their father, the devil.
Mm-hmm.
Revelations 2:9 and Revelation 3:9. You are of the synagogue of Satan.
Mm-hmm.
These are the same people that are now here in America, and they coming in droves. They dropping them off. They dropping them off in cargo planes over here in certain cities in America, because they all flee in Jerusalem now, because the Most High running them out of there using those other nations over there. Now they coming over here. They taking over the schools. They taking over the jobs. They all on welfare. They having 19 and 20 kids apiece. Hey, they sucking up our tax money. The government allowed of men to sit at home all day long and make babies. They just and they all look retarded too. All of them look, they neck about that wide. All of them. But this is what's going on, bro.
Absolutely.
Now, the next section that we're gonna talk about, we're gonna go and we're gonna move a little further into 135 AD. Because during 135 AD is when the Renaissance period started. This is when they started to erase our identity.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling y'all, this lesson is setting up my next lesson perfectly. Under Hadrian, the leader was named Hadrian or Hadrian.
Mm-hmm.
Jerusalem was renamed Aelia Capitolina. Judea was renamed Syria Palestine.
Hmm.
I'm going to say that again. Judea was renamed to Palestine or Syria. Now, this is historical documentation. We can prove this. Now, Rome doesn't just conquer land. At this point, they not only was conquering land, they started to rename it and take on the identity of the people that they was conquering.
Mm-hmm.
That's the period that we in now, 135 AD. And
Well,
this
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, just to add on to what you're saying, this goes back to the visions of Daniel and Ezra when they were saying that there would be a little horn that plucked up the other three horns. But it was and then going back to Daniel, his vision at the bottom of the statue, when you see the clay and you see the iron mixed together, that is metaphorical, but also symbolizes that these two would be similar and would intertwine in some kind of way. And here you see that this was going on before this time, and then you also see after this time these same things, these same customs were still being used. It also goes back to the lesson that Brother Mikael had brought up about the fraternity groups, them still following the Greek customs. Like all of it ties together. And once you realize that, it's kind of one of those things that helps you get that eye opener that you really need to have. But go ahead, Brother Steph.
Hey, go to Psalms 83 and read 1 through 8.
All right.
Hey, what was it again?
Psalms 83.
Eliyahu, if you got some information on that Hebrew you want to bring out, if you want to bring it out, come on up.
You got it, Cortez?
Yeah, I can grab it for you, Hebrew. All right, Psalms 83, starting at what verse?
1 through 8.
All right, and it reads, a song of songs, Asphas. Keep not thy silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
Stop right there. So, just like I was saying, this is the time that they not only was conquering people, now they have started to take on people's names, they taking on the customs of the people. They replacing and renaming places, and now they'll run you off or kill you out, and they'll take on your identity. Finish that out. Let me send Unc this link real quick. Go ahead, y'all. I'm gonna mute up.
Verse 5.
Hey, KG, take over for a second.
All
What?
right.
For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Jabal and Ammon, Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Selah. Selah.
But let's break that down for a second. Cause let's go back to verse 6, brother Cortez. Who's the first person that we see when it's after the tabernacles of what's the first name listed?
Edom.
Edom.
Yes,
So that
sir.
means that they led the charge.
Mm-hmm.
Ishmaelites played their hand in it. The Moabs played their hand in it. The Hagarenes, which would be the Egyptians, or a version of the Canaanites, or basically Africans in the day's time, they played their part in it. But the point that we're
Mm-hmm.
trying to make here is that these things are still going on today. Not only are they still going on today, they are blatantly, because our people lack the knowledge to understand what's really going on and have so much social media going on in their faces, that you don't take the time to look up this information. You don't take the time to really realize. It's like one of those unconscious things that when something happens and it's posted on social media, it'll unite us for a few days. Then after those few days, after it's done going viral, everybody goes back to being dumbfounded to the fact for the most part. And
Back
we
to
gotta get
business as usual.
right. We gotta get out of that, because these are the people that are, like the scriptures say in Deuteronomy 28. These are the people that will be in control of our clothes, our food, the way we live. We are still having to deal with this till this day. Um, Let me see what Brother Steph wanted to go with on that. Let me get my inked
I'm
up
back.
Bible.
I'm back, bro.
You back? All right.
Yeah, I'm back.
Look like I
Um,
was. Go ahead.
where we gonna go with this? We read that Psalms 83 and 4. And that was all that I had on that section, on that particular section. Now we're gonna skip forward a little bit to 313 AD. And this is when the shift began to happen. Under Constantine the Great, I'm trying to wait on Unc to come up here before I move forward. I think he has something to say. Uh, I hadn't heard him come in yet.
Nah, he ain't came in yet.
Um, Under Constantine the Great. Now, at this point here in 313 AD, Constantine the Great is in rulership.
Mm.
And Christianity was legalized. It's when they legalized Christianity. Can one of y'all drop that link in that chat for Eliyahu?
Be honest with you, bro, I don't really know how to do it. I'll see if I can figure it out real quick behind the scenes. Hold
No, I
on.
don't know how to do it. I ain't even gonna lie.
Let me see if that went through to him, because I tried to send it to him. Let me see. Yeah, I sent it to him. He should have it. The Edict of Milan is what legalized Christianity. And this is a turning point in history. Right? This is a turning point in history.
Right.
Suddenly, Rome starts to protect the Christians. And why? Because they took on the identity of our people.
They was looking the part.
That's right. They took on the identity of our people. So now, all of a sudden, Christianity is the best thing since sliced bread.
Mm-hmm. What you also had to keep in consideration of is the fact that let's actually go back to the time when Christ was actually crucified, and the Romans seen the things that they seen after the fact of him giving up the ghost. It was a lot of stories that came behind that. everybody having their own everybody having their own little interpretation or a different version of the story. So by the time, those stories went on, and then this is also after the fact of disciples would later be executed the way that they were executed. So people, even the higher authorities, they seen the power in his name and tried and did what they did. They utilized it for the sake of their agenda.
Yep, you're right, Hebrew. So ask yourself a question. What changed? Did the faith change? Or did politics change?
I'm betting on the second one you said.
Being honest, I would like to say it's a combination of both.
Okay. What make you say that, Hebrew?
Because what it stood for in Antioch would later become totally different at the time of Constantine. It was no longer what it stood for in Antioch, and I say both because the politics is what caused it to change. The politics is what caused it to I'll say weaponized. It became weaponized for something entirely different than what it actually stood for. Okay, there go Eliyahu right there.
Okay. All praise. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to get him up here.
Shalom, shalom, family, shalom, Most High Christ bless.
Most High Christ bless. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the platform. What you got,
All praise, all praise. I was just when you was on certain subject, I was just sending you a little info that I had already looked up. Remember, we talked about it today, and some of the stuff I was just sending you on there. Then I seen, you was talking about the Eagles, and then somebody had mentioned in the chat Russian is the bear, but I just wanted to show them that Russian do have a symbol of a Byzantine eagle that they use. And with the other one, I was just talking about why did Rome change the name to the Aliana Capitolina or something, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And they said, I put it in the chat. They said Roman calling the name that Aliana Capitolina to the name combine his own family name, Elias, with that of the god Jupiter, Capitolinus, intended to eradicate Jews' ties to the city. So they wanted to completely eradicate any ties of the Jews. They say Jewish here, but Jews to the city. That's why they renamed Jerusalem that name right there, however you pronounce it. And I was just giving the people a little bit more information on it, what you had mentioned. That's all.
And see, the reason why Constantine wanted to adopt Christianity was because at that time he needed something to hold his kingdom together. It was falling apart. His kingdom was falling apart. He needed something to hold it together. And what did Christianity have? It had structure.
Mm-hmm.
You had bishops. You had a moral code, which was the Bible. You had the community's loyalty. They was keeping the commandments.
Mm-hmm.
So why not take on and steal this identity and then create my own version of it once everybody think that I'm really part of what they part of?
Mm-hmm.
I'll slowly begin to change it. I'll slowly begin to implement my own rules, like the Talmud.
That's right.
Now all of a sudden, Christ ain't sitting at the right hand of the Father. Now all of a sudden, Christ is in hell boiling in hot excrement.
Mm-hmm.
Now all of a sudden, it's okay to eat pork. shrimp, crab, and lobster. Now all of a sudden, the dream, the vision that Peter had, it wasn't about men, it was about animals, it was about food. Now all of a sudden, the Christ, the Father, and the Holy Ghost, they all one. It's a Trinity. See, all of these things came after they took on our religion, and then they began to pollute the religion.
Shalaki, which we know that in once again, this is another fact in history that you can look up in your own time. We know that Constantine changed these things, like you said. He pretended to be a part of the Christian movement, but he still worshipped the sun god behind the scenes.
That's right. That's right, bro. Eliyahu, what else you got to bring out? Didn't you have something on Constantine?
Yeah, I got something on Constantine, but I was gonna hold that for tomorrow.
Okay,
just to see how far you was gonna go with it, and then I was, was gonna do pretty much a continuation on what y'all have been doing with these classes that have been edifying the people, and I was gonna try to sum it all up tomorrow. But yeah, go ahead on with your lesson. I'm here and listening, and I was trying to look for that scripture that says, that mixture. When what y'all were saying is that everything, the Most High didn't want us mixing fabrics, they want us mixing seed, they want us mixing, mixing our race with somebody else. The Most High didn't want us to do none of those things. So why would he want us, or why would he want his laws, statutes, commandments mixed with these other pagan things that the Romans were bringing around? That's what when y'all were saying they was polluting the faith, or polluting the laws of the Most High. And once you start doing that, you don't know which way to go with it, and you'll start believing anything. And that's exactly was their point. That's what they wanted to do. But go ahead.
That's right. That's right. I was looking at this a little bit earlier, and I want to show just a little bit of this, family. It's a lot of good information in here, but you got to eat the fish and spit out the bones. But just listen to a little bit of this, brothers. And if y'all got anything that y'all want to bring out on this video, y'all feel free to bring it out.
Fair use. Make sure you're fair use. If anybody can throw that fair use up, throw that fair use up.
Yeah, throw that put that up there for me, KG.
There you go.
1 second, let me give all the fair uses. This is a fair use, and we're only using it for educational purposes only. Educational purposes only. And I think Brother Yedadiah was trying to get in here as well.
And try to break it up a little bit. Try not to let it play constantly all the way through. And I think that's what it,
Yeah, that's where they hit you at. Yeah,
right.
I got you. Eliyahu, can you share that link with Brother Yeti?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You put it up there, KG?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I already did. I put all three of them up there.
Okay.
Rome's polytheistic religious practices were remarkably tolerant for the time, and throughout the centuries even incorporated many deities of their former enemies. However, the Romans always experienced problems with monotheism. The most prominent monotheistic group in the early Roman Empire were the Jews. This enduring people, motivated by their religion, would be a consistent thorn in the side of Roman leaders for centuries. One of the most infamous episodes of violence between Rome and Judaism would be the Jewish Revolt of 66 to 74 AD, culminating in the capture of Jerusalem and the destruction of the Second Temple. After a rebellion against the declining Seleucid Empire, the Hasmonean dynasty came to power in Judea during 146 BC. In 67 BC, two brothers, Hyrcanus and Aristobulus, drove the realm into civil war. To the north, Roman general Pompey had been finishing up the Mithridatic Wars, and in 63 BC thrusted south along the eastern coast of the Mediterranean. Upon his arrival in Damascus, he intervened in the civil war on behalf of Hyrcanus, captured Jerusalem, and eventually made Judea a client kingdom.
Okay. Now, Brother KG. Now,
Yes, sir.
they just proved out some things that you brought out in your lesson.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
They just talked about your twin brothers that you brought out.
Mm-hmm. And
So-
this is also in the around the time of the Maccabean period. Go ahead.
That's right. That's right, Hebrew. So all of this historical information that we bringing out, Hebrew, hey, we didn't make this video. You hear who it is that's talking.
Mm-hmm.
You hear who it is. You hear who
Yeah,
talking.
and that's the beauty of bringing videos out like this, because once we bring videos out like this, you can no longer say, "Oh, that's just how y'all feel. Oh, that's just y'all interpretation." No, here go the history to back it up, and I'm not the one reading it. I'm not the one reading it through the video. This is a historian in the video.
That's right. That's right, Hebrew.
Edomite historian at that.
And you better know it. Hey, we didn't say it.
Right.
All right, hold on.
Procurator. Infuriated, Florus executed thousands. When he moved to bring in reinforcements, the Jews began to resist. Overwhelmed by the local population, the Roman soldiers retreated to the citadel, and the Great Jewish Revolt began. The members
Now we know that these colors, we got to use our imagination when it comes to these colors.
Right. This is not the actual time of when it was happening. They are reenacting what they read in history.
That's right.
Get that right.
That's right.
Members of the radical Jewish sect, Sicarii, then marched to the fortress of Masada, where they proceeded to overwhelm and massacre the 700-strong garrison. Meanwhile in Jerusalem, the soldiers who had withdrawn to the palace sued for terms, but were massacred when they tried to surrender their weapons.
Hey, now did you see that? Now they tried to surrender their weapons, because this is a part of war. You are supposed to be able to surrender. But they were on a campaign of annihilation. They were on a campaign of genocide. Is this not the same thing that these people doing over there in that land today?
Mm-hmm.
They don't want you to surrender. They want to annihilate you. They want to wipe you off the face of the earth. That's why they pausing you. That's why they got Planned Parenthood. That's why they got the LGBTQ community in the world today. All of this stuff, the crack cocaine, the methamphetamine, the fentanyl epidemic, all of this stuff is a plot to eradicate the Israelites from the face of the earth. We just read in Psalm 83, 1-8 a while ago.
That's right.
Let's put them off from being a nation. What y'all got? Y'all got something? Who got something?
I got some. Shabbat Shalom. Can y'all hear me all right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Bring it out.
Shalom, bro.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. So I want to bring out two things real quickly. Number one, I'm going to go a little bit backwards. Number one, if you look at what happened in Mexico, you will actually start to see how the Most High is starting to uncover a lot of stuff that Esau has been doing in the background. And come to find out, IDF soldiers were going over there teaching the cartels how to do things. So that's been in the news. It's been quiet because you know who runs the news. But, you're seeing that right now. And what are they doing? They're running children. The cartels are running these children. They're running drugs, all this stuff, and it's aimed at us. Because they're not going to send those drugs over to them other neighborhoods. They're going to send it to ours. They are kidnapping our children. You don't see them kidnapping them other children too much. So that's one thing. The second thing, I want y'all pay attention to the rhythm of what they're saying with identification of people. Notice that they keep throwing that word Jewish in there when it comes to revolt. It just so happens to be that they keep throwing this stuff during the time of Christ and before Christ, when they took out the 400 years between Malachi and Matthew. They starting to switch out names, and that's what y'all are talking about as well. They flipping our identity to their identity, and that's how they're establishing their quote-unquote claim to the land and to the heritage. I digress.
Okay, anybody else got anything on that? I know it's a lot of good eating in there now.
Hey, I want to, like you said earlier, we went over this Tuesday. I just want the video to bag up because I said fact check me. I said,
Hold on 1 second.
no, you good.
Vespasian immediately set off for Judea, taking the overland route over the Hellespont and through the Great Cilician Gates. After reaching the city of Antioch, 2 legions and their associated auxiliary units joined him. Vespasian marched south to Ptolemais, while his son, Titus, was sent to Alexandria in order to take command of another legion and march it north to join the main army. Meanwhile, reinforcements also arrived from the various local allies and clients. In total, the empire mustered around 60,000 troops to crush the revolt. No prisoners were taken, and entire opposition villages were reduced to ash. This proved to be effective, as the 10,000-strong Jewish field army quickly scattered in all directions, seeking haven in the fortified strongpoints. In the subsequent campaign into Galilee during 67 AD, Vespasian systematically moved through the region, brutalizing any defiant settlement and often allowing his rapacious legionaries free rein to loot, burn, murder,
Okay.
and pillage as they...
Now let's understand something about these people, y'all. Let's understand something, because we brought this out in scripture. We've talked about all of this. This is the Iron Kingdom, right? They're coming into a land, going to war and going to battle against a lot of women and children and elders. They're going to battle against the people that still got bow and arrows. They're going to war against people. Yeah, we had swords. You know, even Christ spoke about sell your garments and get you a sword. But we didn't have all of this stuff to cover up our bodies in battle like what they got. Y'all see, this is called the Iron Kingdom. That's why the scripture refers to iron. It refers to these people as iron, because they were the ones that came in with the iron. Go to Daniel chapter 2, Brother KG, and let's bring it out. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. You see on the screen, look at what they dressed in.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the weapons they got. They got the spears. They got the shields. They got the helmets. They got the breastplates. When they came in with utter destruction. You heard what they said. They was pillaging. They was raping people. They was burning their houses down. Even if you try to surrender, they still take your life.
Mm-hmm.
Our people were at these people's mercy. That's why they had to flee, and that's why the prophecy said to flee. Because we didn't have any weapons that could go up against these weapons that these people had. Just like today. I always like to bring stuff up to right now. Yeah, we got our little 9mm and maybe have a 12 gauge or maybe you might have an AR or you might have a little something. But man, you ain't got nothing that you can go up against these people with. These people got tanks. They got B-2 bombers. They got weapons that can go a mile down into the earth before it even explodes. You can't even hide in the ground from them.
They got weapons that'll make blood come out your nose and ears and make you throw up blood.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they are still technology technologically advanced ahead of us even in 2026
Yeah, they tech
Mhm.
savvy. They very tech savvy.
because they get their information from the Nephilim.
Salaki, I wanna get some feedback on what Sister Veronica said. Says reminds me of the movie Avatar: Bows and Arrows Against Machines. A lot of people may not realize this, but the movie Avatar is based off of these similar events. So if you know when you hear people, if you was to look it up on TikTok, uh, there are some people that commentate on that movie and compare it to the people in the Bible because what happened in the movie Avatar happening to the same thing in to the people in the Bible. But a lot of people don't know that though. I don't even know if it's a lot of people that watch Avatar, but that was one of the things that see, brother Dark. No, that's us. See, but that's something that was said after the video after the movie Avatar came out. Go ahead, brother. Still,
But I think Brother Mikael got something.
what you? Oh, you in here? Shalom, shalom, brother Mikael. What you got?
Nothing yet. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. Well, let's move on. Read that Daniel 2. Start at verse 1, Hebrew.
You wanted Daniel 2, right?
That's right.
All right. Daniel chapter 2 and verse 1. And in the second year of the reign of Nebuchadnezzar, Nebuchadnezzar dreamed dreams, wherewith his spirit was troubled, and his sleep brake from him. Then the king commanded to call the magicians and the astrologers and the sorcerers and the Chaldeans for to show the king his dreams. So they came and stood before the king. And the king said unto them, I have dreamed a dream, and my spirit was troubled to know the dream. Then spake the Chaldeans to the king of Syriac, O king, live forever. Tell thy servants the dream, and we will show thee interpretation. The king answered and said to the Chaldeans, The king is gone from me. If ye will not make known unto me the dream with the interpretation thereof, ye shall be cut in pieces, and your houses shall be made a dunghill. But if ye show the dream and the interpretation thereof, ye shall receive of me gifts and rewards and great honor.
Okay, stop right there.
Therefore,
Now skip
all
down to
right,
verse 14.
all right. Daniel chapter 2 and verse 14. Then Daniel answered with counsel and wisdom to Arioch, the captain of the king's guard, which was gone forth to slay the wise men of Babylon. He answered and said to Arioch, the king's captain, why is the decree so hasty from the king? Then Arioch made the thing known to Daniel. Then Daniel went in and desired of the king that he would give him time, and that he would show the king the interpretation.
Okay,
Then that
stop. Skip down to verse 19.
verse 19. Then was the secret revealed unto Daniel in a night vision. Then Daniel blessed the God of heaven. Daniel answered and said, Blessed be the name of God forever and ever, for wisdom and might are his. And he changeth the times and the seasons. He removeth kings and setteth up kings. He giveth wisdom unto the wise, and knowledge to them that know understanding. He revealeth the deep and secret things. He knoweth what is in the darkness, and the light dwelleth within with him. I thank thee and praise thee, O thou God of my fathers, who has given me wisdom and might, and has made known unto me now what we desired of thee. For
Hold,
thou
stop right
hast
there.
all right.
Hey, skip down to verse 25.
Daniel chapter 2 and verse 25. Then Arioch brought in Daniel before the king in haste, and said thus unto him, I have found a man of the captives of Judah that
Of
will make
who?
known
I
of
have
the
found a man of
captives
who?
of the captives of Judah
Okay.
that will make known unto the king the interpretation. The king answered and said to Daniel, whose name was Belshazzar, art thou able to make known unto me the dream which I have seen, and the interpretation thereof? Daniel answered in the presence of the king and said, the secret which the king have demanded cannot the wise men, the astrologers, the magicians, the soothsayers show unto the king. But there is a God in heaven that revealeth secrets, and maketh known to the king Nebuchadnezzar what should be in the latter days. Thy dream and the visions of thy head upon thy bed are these. As for thee, O king, thy thoughts came into thy mind upon thy bed. What should come to pass hereafter? And he that revealeth secrets maketh known to thee what shall come to pass. But as for me, this secret is not revealed to me for any wisdom that I have more than any living, but for their sakes that shall make known the interpretation to the king, and that thou mightest know, Slaki, and that thou mightest know that the thoughts of thy heart. Let me see, 31. Thou, O king, sawest, and behold, a great image. This great image, whose brightness was excellent, stood before thee, and the form thereof was terrible. This image's head was of fine gold, his breast and his arms of silver, his belly and his thighs of brass, his legs of iron, his feet part of iron and part of clay. Thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet that were of iron and clay, and brake them to pieces. Then was the iron, the clay, the brass, and the silver, and the gold broken to pieces together, and became like the chaff of the summer threshing floors. And the wind carried them away, that no place was found for them. And the stone that smote the image became a great mountain, and filled the whole earth. You want me to keep going, bro?
Yeah.
All right, verse 36. This is the dream, and we will tell the interpretation thereof before the king. Thou, O king, art a king of kings, for the God of heaven have given thee a kingdom, power and strength and glory. And wheresoever the children of men dwell, the beasts of the field and the fowls of the heaven hath he given into thine hand, and have made thee ruler over them all. Thou art this head of gold. And after thee shall arise another kingdom, inferior to thee, and another third kingdom of brass, which shall bear rule over all the earth. And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron, for as much as iron breaketh in pieces and subdueth all things. And as iron that breaketh all these, shall it break in pieces and bruise. And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part
You can
of potter's clay. All right.
go ahead. Finish that verse. Finish 41.
All right. Part of potter's clay and part of iron. The kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in it of the strength of the iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay.
So this is the Iron Kingdom in the prophecy of Daniel. This is the Roman kingdom. This is what the lesson is about tonight. This is the kingdom that Daniel, Belshazzar, the prophet of the Most High God, gave the prophecy to the king. Now, when you see all of this wickedness that's going on in the earth today, these are the same people. Ain't nothing changed. They the same people. It's Rome. They're in rulership today. They move the same way. They don't have any new tricks. It's the same thing. Y'all brothers got anything on that?
Hey, yeah, shalom. I got some. You and it's one of the you did this. I did a class a while back about the Pharisees, and it talked about within the class it talked about the times, the prehistoric times, which we consider the Stone Age. You got the bronze or the brass ages of time, and then what you're speaking about now is the Iron Age of time, and they're showing you that this is the last one. All of those was mingled together. Then you're showing that these things gonna be broken apart as if they were not before. But he right now what you're saying, these Romans, and we still in that same time now. We're still in that same age right now.
That's right, because you had the Babylonians.
Uh-huh.
They fell. That was the first one that Daniel prophesied about. Then you had Persia. They fell. And Eliyahu, this is nothing but our captivity.
Over and over.
These are our captivities that Daniel is prophesying about. These are the captivities of the Israelites.
That's right.
Then you had Greece. Greece fell. And then you have Rome, which is the same one that we are under right now today.
Right now, the same Babylonian time. This we can still consider the Iron Age, and that's where you hear the coat of arms and all those things that to use to protect yourselves. The Bronze Age was around 3300 BCE or BC, before the Common Era or before Christ. If you know, then the Iron Age they had that start from 3300 to 1200 BCE was the Bronze Age. Then the Iron Age started at that 1200. So what you're reading about now is Daniel, and that was around that 600 time right there when Daniel prophesied all these things and was telling you you're gonna be under these people, but the Most High gonna come through and destroy all of them. Just keep watching everything that's going on right now. What we see, what's happening right now, and you see that it's setting it up perfectly. What you just read in Daniel, setting it up perfectly. But go ahead. That's all I had.
And then when you look at it, you see that Rome is the fourth global empire. Like these are empires that Daniel is prophesying to the king about. We see that Rome existed during the time of Christ. And guess what? They're going to still be in rulership when he establishes his eternal kingdom. Christ appeared during the time of the Romans. They destroyed Jerusalem. And when the kingdom is set up, Rome will still be in rulership when Christ returns. Go ahead, bro, Mikael. What you got?
But see, this goes to, I'm glad you bringing this out. In Daniel, you know, the Babylonians, the Persians, the Greece, and then the Rome. And then from Rome, you had all those horns. But out of those 10 horns came a little horn, which is we know is today America. If you look on your dollar bill, that little horn is on your dollar bill. When you look at that pyramid and you see it broke off, people just think it's a capstone going on top of it to finish the pyramid. No, that's a horn. They put these symbols all over their stuff over here in America to let them know who they are. It's just us that don't know. But this Bible always been teaching about the Israelite captivity. So this lesson is especially for our brothers and sisters that go to church on Sunday. This book talks about captivity. This book also talks about a future captivity where the nation's going to be in captivity to the Israelites as well.
I'm finna read it. I'm finna read it, Mikael. You in the spirit. I am fixing to read it.
All right, hold on. Then Brother Dart put in there. Brother Dart put in there. It seems like a repeated cycle.
Ring.
It is it's a ring. So you go to 2nd Esdras 5:46. You ain't got to bring it out. It's 2nd Esdras 5:46, Brother Dart T. It said that. Well, somebody bring it out for me. I'm driving. Somebody bring it out for me. 2nd Esdras 5:46.
Hold on.
2nd Esdras 5:46.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and it reads. Hold on. All right. It says, and he said unto me, ask the womb of a woman, and say unto her, if thou bringest forth children, why dost thou it not together, but one after another? Pray her, therefore, to bring forth 10 children at once.
That's 2nd Esdras 5:46.
Yep.
Okay, it's right there, Cortez. I just hit the wrong script. See what 49 say. It's right there in them 40s. Y'all
Okay,
bear with me.
Take your time,
49
Hebrew.
says, "For like as a young child may not bring forth the things that belong to the aged, even so have I disposed the world which I created."
That was 49.
Yep. What you
See
looking
what
for
48
there?
say. It said that these things are like a ring. It keep these judgment. He said, Most High said, my judgments are like a ring.
It's 42, Mike. 5 and 42.
42, 5 and 42. Sorry, Dart. My bad. I'll be shooting from the hip. There it is, Cortez.
All right. And he said unto me, I will liken my judgment unto a ring, like as there is no slackness of the last, even so there is no swiftness of the first.
So these judgments, these captivities are like a ring, brothers and sisters. They keep happening and happening, but it's always been prophesied. So just because we read it in the Old Testament, don't y'all see it today? It just keep happening. Ain't these curses a revolving ring that we
That's
under?
right. That's right.
I yield right there, Hebrew.
Hey, read 41 and 42 together. That'll give them the total understanding of it. 41, matter of fact, 40, 41, and 42.
Okay. And it reads, Then said unto me, like as thou canst do none of these things that I have spoken of, even so can thou not find out my judgment, or in the end the love that I have promised unto my people. And I said, Behold, O Lord, yet art thou now unto them that be reserved to the end.
Y'all keep seeing this, right? It's talking about his people, the ones that are reserved until the end.
That's right. That's
You remember,
right.
he always had that remnant. Remember when Elijah was like, "Oh man, I'm the last one, my only one." Most I said, "Don't worry about it. I got 7,000.
Yeah.
I got 7,000 that haven't bowed the knee to Baal."
That's
So
right.
I got some people reserved until the end. Come on.
Hallelujah.
Right.
Bring it out, Hebrew.
And what shall they do that have been before me?
And
Or
look,
we
here's your ring right here. He's talking about, what about those people that was before me? What about them? What we gonna do about them? Don't worry about all that. Come on.
All right. Are we not be now? Or they that shall come after us?
Oh, now you worry about the ones that gonna come that was before me. What gonna happen to them? The ones gonna come after me. Then here we go with Mikael brought out. Don't worry about it. Come on.
And he said unto me, I will liken my judgment unto a ring.
It's gonna circle
Like
right
as
back
there
around. Come
Is there
on.
no slackness of the last?
It's
Even
coming
so,
back.
there is no swiftness of the first.
That's it right there. My judgment is like a ring. Don't worry, but they coming back. All those people are coming back, and they will receive their judgment. Those people that's gonna be before, after you, it's gonna be the same thing again. Receive their judgment. They're gonna receive their judgment, and that's why we see these nations taking over the way that they did. It's not. It's. Think about what we in the 8th captivity now.
Yes, sir.
Draw the number 8 and see what symbol does it make. It repeat itself. Once you go on 8, you stay on 8, and it just repeat itself, just like a ring.
That's right.
Go ahead. That's all.
All praise. And y'all just led into the next section. Brother KG, pick that Daniel 2 back up at 42. And let's go down to verse 46. No, 47.
All right. Daniel chapter 2 and verse 42. And as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave unto one another. Even as iron is not mixed with clay. And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom.
Wait, stop right there.
All right.
Stop right there. It said, now in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom. See, they gonna still be in rulership when he come back.
That's right.
They gonna be marrying and making babies and building houses and planting gardens and planning wars. All of this is still gonna be going on when the Most High come back. Read Hebrew.
And in the days of the king shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed.
This kingdom that's coming, it'll never be destroyed. But if y'all paid attention earlier when I was talking, I said that you had all of these empires. You had the Babylonian Empire. They fell. You had the Egyptians first. The Most High put them down. Then the Babylonians. Okay, then Persian Mede. They came. They put us in captivity. And the Most High allowed us to be in that captivity for an amount of time. Then he put them down. And then here come those old nasty booty bashing Grecians. The Most High sent the Maccabees and they put something on them. They failed. Now we in Rome. Now Rome is in leadership. And they think it's going to go on forever. They don't ever think the Most High going to get us out of this captivity. And I can promise you that in every captivity that our people was in, they feel like it would never come to an end. The people that was in rulership, they feel like I'm going to always rule over this people. It ain't nothing that I can see in my foreseeable future that's going to change the state of this people. Pharaoh thought it. Pharaoh thought that he was so powerful that he was going to be able to hand his kingdom down from Pharaoh to Pharaoh to Pharaoh to Pharaoh, and it would never end. But we serve a God.
That's right.
See, we come from a bloodline of people that kept the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God. And he always come to our rescue. He said, for those people that are called by my name, if they'll humble themselves and quit sinning and turn from their wicked ways, he said, then shall I hear from heaven and I'll heal the land. See, the Most High waiting on us to get this thing together. The Most High waiting on us to wake up the 12 tribes of the house of Israel so that we can come back to keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments, because Rome is going down. Oh, they going down.
That's
Read,
right.
Hebrew.
Hey, Hebrew. Oh, Hebrew. Whoa. He said to his kingdom there is no peace, right?
That's right.
Is that so? Hey, that's a precept with Isaiah 9, 6 and 7. If somebody can just bring that out for me. Isaiah 9, 6 and 7.
I got you. Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 6. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulders, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Of the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end upon the
There
throne
be no
of David.
what?
There shall
No
be no
end
end upon the
upon the
throne of David.
throne of David. Going
And
right
upon
there with
his
Daniel prophecy. Isaiah prophesied it over here in Isaiah 9. You heard it again right there in Daniel, in that verse that my brother just brought out. Go ahead, cuz.
all right. And upon his kingdom to order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth even forever. The zeal of the Lord of hosts will perform this.
This will come to pass. It will perform, meaning it's coming to pass. So just like Stephen was saying, Rome think it's America gonna think it's gonna keep going. No, we just heard the prophecy. Unto us a child is born. Unto his kingdom is no end. Last one step, Genesis 49 and 10. It even prophesied it in Genesis about this coming kingdom. Before the other nations came forth, it was prophesied in Genesis. Genesis 49 and 10.
All right.
I got you. Genesis chapter 49 and verse 10. The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh come. And unto him shall the gathering of the people be.
So unto him is the gathering of the 12 tribes of Israel that's been scattered to to the four corners of the earth. He's the
That's right.
lawgiver he's the lawgiver. The law gonna be between his feet, meaning when his feet touch this earth, when he come out, when he crack that sky, come from the Mount of Olives, when he's touched, the law is gonna be established right then and there.
When he cracked that sky, when he
That's
cracked
right.
that sky, when he cracked that
Hallelujah.
sky, yeah, they all gonna die.
And when he speak for his mouth, he gonna be speaking the law. You can read that in 2nd Esdras. He gonna speak forth the law, and people gonna burn up whatever iniquity they got in them. They gonna burn up when he speak the law from his mouth.
Hey,
Go ahead, bro. I yield.
spontaneous combustion.
Yes, sir.
That's
All right,
right.
go back to that Daniel 2, Hebrew. Bring it out.
All right. Well, I stopped at 40. Yep. I think it was, it should not clear 100. Daniel chapter 2 and verse 44. And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom, which shall never be destroyed. And the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever.
Hey. It said it shall not be left to other people. You heard that, didn't it? It shall not be left to other people. Y'all's reign is over.
That's right.
All right, pick up that 45, Hebrew.
Daniel chapter 2 and verse 45. For as much as thou sawest that the stone was cut out of the mountain without hands, and that it brake in pieces the iron, the brass, the clay, the silver, and the gold, the great God hath made known to the king what shall come to pass hereafter. And the dream is certain.
The
and
dream is what?
The dream is certain.
The dream is
and
what?
The dream is certain.
The dream is certain. It's not if it happened, it's when it happened. Go ahead, read, Hebrew.
And the interpretation thereof, sure. Then the king
go down
of
to 37. I mean 47. Go ahead.
Then the king of Nebuchadnezzar fell upon his face and worshipped Daniel, and commanded that they should offer an oblation and sweet odors unto him. The king answered unto Daniel and said, Of a truth it is that your God is a God of gods.
What?
And a Lord of
Your God is a what?
Your God is a God of gods, and a Lord of kings, and a revealer of secrets, seeing thou couldst reveal this secret.
So even the heathens, king, had to acknowledge that your God, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, your God, the God that brought y'all out of Egypt by the hands of Moshe, that parted the Red Sea, and y'all came across on dry land, the God that brought y'all through the land of the Philistines, the God that allowed y'all to slay giant after giant after giant, to come and to establish the land that he gave you that was flowing with milk and honey. To only get this land and fall back into idol worship and to fall back into sin, and then he allowed the Grecians to come in and just handle y'all. And then now, here we go under the kingdom of Rome that came in 70 AD and ransacked Jerusalem and ran our ancestors out of the king, out of our land and down into Egypt. And now we find ourselves here in a strange land, up under a strange people, up under a people that'll eat you, up under a people that'll poison you, that'll rob you, that'll keep their foot on your neck 24/7. They tax your money 5 or 6 times. You barely got enough money to feed your family and pay your bills. Oh, it's a wicked kingdom. But it's coming to an end.
That's right.
This kingdom is coming to an end, Hebrew. The Most High say, my word will not come back void. He said, if I say a thing, that thing shall come to pass. So in conclusion, let me say this, Hebrew. For 300 years, Rome tried to crush our people with force. But they failed. Didn't they fail? We still here. So Rome adapted. Instead of destroying the church, they embraced it. Instead of executing the bishops, they gave them money and houses and big cars and told them, hey, start this church and teach this doctrine. Instead of outlawing our people getting together, going to the church, they hosted it. They built universities to teach our people what to teach and what to preach. And they taught them how to hoop and how to establish mind control over helpless people that just need something to hold on to. These empires are very intelligent. They're very crafty. They don't always want to crush a movement. Sometimes they just want to absorb the movement so they can turn it and twist it and turn it into something of their own that they can use against our people. But here is the question that matters. If Christ's kingdom is not political, what happens when political power protects the word of God? We read in John 18 and verse 36 where Christ said, my kingdom is not of this world. We read in Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 28 where we receiving a kingdom which cannot be moved. Rome moved, they evolved, and they rebranded themselves. But the kingdom of the Most High God does not require imperial scholarship. You don't need to have a master's degree from master's universities. The same empire that nailed Christ to the cross later carried a cross on its banner. History records the transition. Scripture reminds us which kingdom is eternal. So, family, let us always understand and let us always remember, this is not our home. We got a home that's coming, and it's an eternal home, and it's peace. It's a peace of mind, and our God will rule over this kingdom, and we will reign in the kingdom of the Most High God.
That's right.
And we will crush the Iron Kingdom. And that's all that I have. That's my lesson for tonight. All praises to the Most High God. I pray that the Most High was glorified. Pray that you all were edified. I thank all the brothers that's on the panel that came tonight, that brought your wisdom and understanding and your scriptures. And with that being said, that's my lesson. I yield. If y'all brothers got anything, y'all go ahead and bring it out. Hallelujah.
Another powerful lesson. All praise to the Most High, man. Another powerful lesson. I'm hoping I can do it justice tomorrow. What you brothers have been bringing out, man. Especially then shout out to KG for that lesson he brought out too. As I went back and listened to it, thought out brought out a lesson also, man. Man, I seen Tubi put something. He said that the 7 king, we was in 7 captivities. Okay, if I misspoke that we was 8, forgive me. But I always know that the one that was, he will come back again. But we're gonna give all praise and honor to the Most High. Appreciate y'all with the lesson, man. Appreciate you with the lesson, Stephen. Bringing it out. And I'm taking notes, and I'll be going back listening to it again so I can have my lesson put. It's Not gonna be a repeat, but I'm gonna pull some stuff from what you brought out here tonight, also, with the through the spirit of the Most High. But that's all I had, man. Another great lesson, another beautiful lesson. Hoping the people got edified. Most High in Christ bless each and every one of y'all. Shabbat shalom, family.
Hey, yeah, man. Great lesson, Brother Stephen. All praise to the Most High. Hey, man, look. These lessons are coming out. And if y'all would just pay attention to what's going on over there in the so-called Middle East, when this thing this thing is wrapping up fast and it hurry, brothers and sisters. So hold on, we ain't got long. Shalom.
Yes, sir. That's right. That's right, brother Mikael. It's all around. It's the writing is on the wall. You just got to look at it. But powerful lesson, bro. Always an honor to do these lessons with you. I hope everybody was edified. And once again, I recommend that if you missed any of these lessons, go back at least 2 weeks and try and watch them. Because when Eliyahu bring out his lesson tomorrow, it's going to basically sum up everything that we have been talking about for the past 2 weeks. But I'm just, it's a blessing to man to work together and bring out the Most High's truth and do the things in which He wants us to do. Each one wanting to put their hand to the plow and make a difference, man. It's a blessing. So, all praises to Brother Steph for this lesson. All praises to the Most High for giving you that knowledge to bring it out to the people.
All
I want to
praises to
say,
the Most High. Go ahead.
oh, my
Cortez.
bad. Go ahead. No, go
Oh,
ahead, brother. Go ahead.
hey, all praises to the Most High, man. Thank y'all once again for allowing us to be on this panel. It is an honor and a privilege to be able, like the brother said, to bring out this truth and it's having this kind of you know in syncness is a rare occasion, but it's a beautiful thing, especially when we live in different cities. But all praise to the Most High for bringing out this lesson, another powerful lesson. I was trying to hurry up and get to my studio so I can warm up the organ for you, Stephen, because you were about to go in. But now I'm just joking. But I just wanted you to I just wanted you to, man, stay encouraged, man. Keep bringing out these lessons, man. We're making a difference, I pray.
All praises, all praises.
All right. All praise to the Most High. I just want to say, man, another outstanding lesson in the books. I thank you, brothers, for being diligent and being obedient and allowing the Most High to move in y'all life. Putting these lessons together. Salute to you, brother KG, for an outstanding lesson that you did on Tuesday night. I missed the Hebrew, but I did rewatch it. Outstanding. And like I said, it's just a blessing, man, to be amongst the team, to be amongst like-minded men that are striving and trying to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, and trying to get into the kingdom, man. And just keep one another in prayer. And like Mikael said, my favorite word, hold on for we ain't got long, because in the end, we win. And I'm looking forward to hearing the Unc lesson in the morning. So with that being said, I bid y'all Shabbat Shalom.
Any announcement? Any announcements? Eliyahu.
First Shabbat will be next week. We will be having class in person.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unless anything changes, Brother Mikael will be leading this class. For those who want to come
No,
on
no, no,
down.
no, 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 no. You would be leading the class. I can't lead it that week. Steph didn't
Oh,
tell you?
okay. No, I might have heard him
told him.
wrong.
I told him that we wasn't sure yet.
Oh.
I didn't know if you were gonna be able to make it in. I wanted to leave it open for you, Hebrew, if you was able to make it in.
Yeah, I don't know yet. It's too early.
Yeah, that's what we said. That's what we're talking about.
Oh, what? Okay. Okay.
But he gonna have one
sorry.
in the hole. He gonna have one ready, just in case you don't get to make it. We got you.
Yes, sir. Either way, we gonna be gathering together, and we'll have there will be food Will be drinks.
That's right. Sister Bashan is gonna put it down. Yes, sir. Sister
So
Bashan
come-
gonna have them meatball jumping, Cortez, and you ain't taking them all home either.
That's
Hey,
right. 'Cause
Cortez, you
I'm
welcome
taking-
to him, Cortez. Take them all home. Take them all home, Cortez.
Hey, I'm
Okay.
not even responding. I'm not even responding.
Oh, praise.
Other than
But
that,
yeah, just to add on to what Brother KG saying, for anybody that's in our area that is able to make it, the class will start at 11 o'clock. It'll be in Baldwin, Mississippi. Matter of fact, I will have the address to post if Uncle Eliyahu don't mind me posting it on his lesson in the morning.
Yeah, man. Look, no, I don't mind at all.
Okay.
Throw it up there. Anytime.
Okay. We'll post that address for anybody that want to write it down, that want to come and fellowship with us. Like we said, we will have food. We're gonna eat after class. We're gonna fellowship for a while. We're gonna break the bread of life. Then we're gonna eat something. We're gonna have a good time in the Lord, man.
that's right.
And I think that's all we have as far as that. If anything else is pressing, y'all brothers, bring it out.
See what we got coming up. Purim coming up here in another couple of days, I believe. Somewhere around the second and the third, or the third and the fourth. I gotta get my dates.
Calendar on, if somebody can post it on the screen.
Y'all have a calendar?
Yeah.
here we
We
go.
got
No, that calendar ain't no good. You got to get it updated.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we do.
Oh yeah, 2025. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, get an updated one. See if we can get. Think you better get an updated one, Mikael, and put on the screen tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about tomorrow. I got to get in touch with what's his name? Uncle Woden. Woden Abnon. Let's see if he got one.
Okay.
I'm sure he do. Yeah, we'll have one. We'll hit him up.
All right.
All right. With that being said, anybody want to give a shout out tonight? Anybody want to do the shout out?
I got him. I'll go ahead and do it. Let me see how far it'll let me scroll up. So I can get everybody in. Because because there was a lot of communication tonight. So when it's like that, I know they enjoyed the lesson. They be enjoying the lesson.
Shout out to Brother Tex. Brother Tex was back in the building.
Oh, y'all. I'm sorry, Tubi. Tubi had posted that he wanted somebody to do a lesson on the eagle in 2nd Esdras chapter 10 through 12.
Okay.
The eagle?
Okay.
Tubi said he got a calendar. Yeah, Tubi, we need it.
Yeah. Send it to us, huh? Send it to us. Yeah, because like you said, we're talking about that eagle. You have mentioned it, and it's a lot of nations that has the eagle as their symbol. Even some dark nations have the eagle as a symbol that they use as a symbol. So we're gonna all praise the Bible always stand true to tell you who your enemy is. Psalms 91 swore. That's Sister Veronica. Shalom. Sis, shalom. See, you're the first one that came in here. Mother Mary, shalom to you. Shalom. I see you had posted something about that eagle too earlier, because somebody had jumped in here, but we'll leave it at that. Somebody had, I love Jesus, something that jumped in and talked about the bear. But anyway, we get Sister Brenda Hill, shalom to you, sis. Sister Tannis, shalom. Shabbat shalom to you all. Sister Jim, Shabbat shalom. Most High continue to bless y'all. MC to the X Project. Shalom.
MC.
Shalom. Peace and blessings. Sabrina, Quanasa, Sabina Quanasa. Shalom, shalom to you, sis.
Sabrina.
So we got here. Who else we got? Says Jim already.
Jim.
Yeah, Dark Black Tea. Shalom
Dark
to
Black
you.
Tea.
Peace and blessings, man. Peace and blessings. What else we got? I called Tannis already. Y'all got you see my rib in here. Yisrael. Shalom to you.
Israel. With the 3 bags. I ate them 3 fish.
we ate them up too. We ate them up, fried them up that same night. Fresh bag.
That's what my wife like her too. Hey, that's what my rib like her fish. She wanted fresh.
Straight to the grease. Who else we got in here? Yeah, that was that I Love Jesus Christ 7 that came in and said something rush at the bell. I see you.
Yeah, that's our Gentile friend, brother Tex. That's
Okay.
Hey, I'm looking for Roger to come back. I hadn't saw Roger yet.
Roger ain't been back in, huh? Roger said I had enough. Roger said, I don't know. Man, y'all know that Bible too well. I ain't getting in there. That's what Roger said.
Oh, man.
Roger tried to go back and recruit to get some info.
Hey,
So he tried to come back.
Help. He went to get some help.
That's what it is. Yeah, we shouted out Tuve already. Tuve.
Hey, when Roger come back, Roger gonna be cocked and loaded, boy, when he come back.
He gonna bring the Catholic priest on the show.
He get the feelings hurt.
Hey, Psalm 91 say he praying.
Get his feelings hurt. Sister Colette, she was in the building. She was in here.
Sister Colette, shalom.
Mm-hmm. All right, I think that's all I saw. That's all I see. I'm going through all the way down. That's it. I'm all the way back down to the end. What's the Veronica say? Roger praying.
Julian Warren, he was in here. I know he was watching. Brad Warren.
Okay.
Brother Willie Gardner. Shout out to y'all. I know y'all were watching. Before we leave, y'all, I wanted to do this since we were talking about it. That says American Samoa flag. There go an eagle. What it is? The U.S. Virginia Islands. They got an eagle. North Dakota, Michigan. Oh, these the states. New York, Illinois, Iowa, the Philippines, the Armed Forces of Moldova, War Flag of Romania. What is that?
Romania.
The Netherlands, they got an eagle.
The Netherlands.
Look at there. Boy, he look vicious, don't he? He got a knife sign on his head.
That's like what's that cartoon? Heckle and Jekyll from back in the day? That's like a fool.
What is that, Russia? There go Russia. Hey, there go that Russian flag with that eagle on it.
Shinabapunda.
Germany. There go the German state flag.
Look, Albania got one. Armenia got one.
Poland. Look at Poland.
Mm-hmm.
They got a boost too.
Poland.
Look at that boost. He's dancing, ain't it? Who is that? The Czech Republic.
Czech Republic. I'm looking at them right now.
No, man, not Czech Republic, man. Come on, man.
Look at Poland. Poland. They got a bull. They got a Molek. They got a bull on there.
Oh, they got the big Baal on there, huh?
The UK got an eagle. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, no, not the UK.
Who that? Who that? Italian region. They got an eagle.
Venezuela.
Afghanistan got an eagle.
See that? Look at all these nations. They got an eagle.
Look at that. Spain. Look at that. The Swiss village.
That's Swiss. Yeah, that's a rooster.
That's like a chicken.
Hey, that's a fighting cock, ain't it? Look, even Palestine got an eagle, y'all. Man, they ought to be ashamed of themselves.
Yeah, they got an eagle. Mexico got one too. And you name Mexico?
San Juan got one.
San Juan.
There go another Russian. What is that? Oblast?
You got to spit when you call them names.
Armenian World War II flag. Polish on land forces. They got one. That look like a chicken. All right, that's all for right now, family.
For right now, Nigeria. Look, I'm ready to say Nigeria, Philippines. You name Poland and Romania. Serbia. Serbia used a white double-headed eagle as its coat of arms. Syria used a eagle. Also, Yemen, Zambia. Look at use an African fish eagle, and the United States. Who else we had that didn't get named? I said Nigeria. This is when I'm talking about the dark nations that have eagles. Moldova, Mexico, Kazakhstan. There's a lot of them. Even Ghana.
That's sad, man.
Even Ghana. Hey, shout out to
over there in Kazakhstan.
Remember, those are also places that Rome conquered too.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Mother Mary for dropping them scripts in tonight. I didn't see Sister Arlene, but I see Mother Mary dropping them scripts in tonight too.
Man,
yeah, Sister Arlene, y'all keep Sister Arlene in y'all prayers. They buried her sister today, so that's why she ain't here.
Okay. Yeah, Egypt. We didn't say Egypt. Two said Egypt.
Egypt, Germany, and shout out to Yeti for that intro.
Man, we finna bang it. You ain't gotta worry about it.
Praises.
Finna bring it out.
And here I thought I was finna have to request it.
Hey, I got it cocked and loaded, baby. Hey, but with that being said, family, hey, we love each and every one of y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. We gonna take it out of here like this right here. Shalom.
Hey. This ain't Elmies. This is Salmon. Get your weight up! Get your weight up! Friday can't hit him. But they walk to it like a boss. Keys on his mind. Victor in the still. Wait up. Yeah. Get your weight up. Gotcha. Put your weight on it Friday. Cross on his back, but he ain't back down. Put your weight on it Friday. Crown of thorns, but they still wear the crown. Marking of a cavalry. Mind of a king. Hands already ready. Death thought he won, but it ain't quite. He came for the keys on a Friday night. Get your weight up. Dirty south wind blowing through Jerusalem. Brand will let his walk. Ain't no fear consuming him. Them are talking loud, but the lamb ain't listening. Already saw the end. Resurrection, vision it. Carrying wood like it's light wood. Every stripe on his back made the night. But he ain't full. I ain't break. Every step was a kingdom earthquake. They thought the nails of silence and thought Bray would define, but he's stepping like a general. Already out designed him. Not a Christ spoken, tunnel vision, never hopeless. He ain't dying for attention. He collecting what was stolen. They don't see the bigger picture. They don't know what's at stake. Friday looking like the feast, but Sunday finish shade. Put your weight on it Friday. Cross on his back, but he ain't back down. Put your weight on it Friday. Crown of thorns, but he still wear the crown. Marching up cavalry, heavy but steady. Mind of a king, hands already ready. Death thought he won, but it ain't right. He came for the keys that Friday night. Get your weight up. Hell going parties, demons celebrating, beating the sun. Was infiltrating, walking in the darkness like he on the block. Keys to death and hell, yeah, he came doing life straight soldier. Silent flex, bloodline holder. Divine connect, he ain't loud, but the power loud. Whole earth shook when he bowed. Tone sealed up, stone rolled tight, but the line was resting for a fight. 3 days beat, then the ground cranked. Power stepped out, kingdom intact. Now the keys hanging on him weight line. Victory stamped in the time ride. If you riding with that high side, you better level up your grind. Wait up, wait up, wait up. He came for the keys, keys, keys. They thought it was over, but it was Calvary climb, but it still stand tall. Put your weight on it, Friday. Hip had a grip, but it lost it all. Marching up steady, mission already. Mind of a king, all is strong, ready. Great pride to close down the line, but he ain't that play on a Friday night. Put your weight on it, Friday. Put your weight on it.